You guys going in today?
Matt Cusick. No plans right now.
Hi, I'm Gumby. Nice to meet you. Gumby, yep.
Gumby, damn
Gumby.
it. So, Casey, how many Masters did you caddy in?
30 in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, like,
This is my 37th Masters, but yep.
big caddy this is?
No, I got
Turned down how many bags?
3 shots.
Tell them what happened.
I got cancer.
No, why you got the offers?
Two more chemos left. I'm on the mend. I'm on the way up, not the way down.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go.
Put me in, coach.
Good. No sound either. Perfect. All right, now we're good. We unmuted it. I'm gonna hear it here. All right, there we go.
Sorry, it's our first time.
Delayed here.
First timers.
All right, we're here. It's Augusta week. Let's do this, baby. Welcome into the Swoosh Life Podcast live from the Azeala House here in Augusta, Georgia. Look, guys, we're all here. We're all in person. We got Justin here, Danny Medina here. We're live, and it's an awesome time. How we feeling, guys? This is a live podcast, and we are ready to go.
I can't believe it's the first time we've ever met in person.
I know. This is what we said. We blew Danny's mind earlier this week when I told him that me and Matt and Keith we'd never met. I met Keith, but I've never met Matt. And he's
Wait.
like, what?
No.
Yeah, we've never met Matt before.
I know.
See?
Yeah, today was the first time. This was the first time in person.
No
So
way.
it's
Yeah,
Haven't y'all been working together for like
3 years. Yeah, exactly. So
Wow.
it's
Exact thing I just said. I was like, no way.
That's the first time I met my wife.
so,
I did say it feels like a family reunion of people you've never met.
it's awesome to be here. Thank Danny for helping us out and get here and everything. And
We're a few hundred yards away from the
yeah,
Magnolia
we
Lane.
are literally on Magnolia Drive, which is across the street from Magnolia Lane. So this is pretty cool.
Azalea Drive. Azalea Drive.
Azalea Drive, Magnolia Lane.
I'm here to fact check.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And this is
Drive.
awesome. So, Augusta week. I'm going to refrain from saying the M word just in case.
Oh.
Yeah, but Masters week.
Masters.
Here we go. And you can see the Azeala House gracious hospitality today. We're loving it. Keith, what happened yesterday, man? Like, we had one bullet. We had one shot. We sent this man in. How was it? Tell us your experience of seeing Augusta National for the first time.
So we did have one bullet from this guy right here sitting next to me. He's like, "You're going in with me." But for all that, I'm like, I'm not going in without Gumby and Matt. You know, I'm not going. I'm not going in.
He said the right things.
Yeah.
I would have went in by myself with everybody out there. I went in. It was an amazing experience. Danny, best tour guide in the world. I knew the layout of the course. It was great. When you walk in, you have like a mile-long walk in, and you would just feel like you're up in the clouds in another world.
Did y'all go in the main gate where the range was on the left? And
Yes.
stuff?
Yep.
Yeah,
Walked down the range. Range was on our left.
First line was.
First line
You
was.
skipped the first line first. You went to Concess.
I heard that was smart.
Grab
Unless you want to
beverage of
know.
choice.
I sent Barry in. So Barry here, Barry PJ's here. We had him on last year, guys, right? He's going to join us for the 12 o'clock show or not. We're going to do a couple of mini episodes as well with our guests, interview them on everything. But Barry's here. I sent Barry in today. I was like, can you give me a mini gnome? It's a little guy. It's
Those
a
are
little
easy,
guy. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens. But Matt, you've been down here for a little bit of time. Where have you been staying at? Like, I don't know if you can say it or not, but you kind of been all over the place a little bit too.
I have been in the area.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Very,
So-
very private, exclusive, nice course.
Yes.
If you don't want to say the name.
Yes. It's a very nice place, and they allowed me to stay upstairs in the clubhouse, and it was
Did you
very
actually-
much
Did you
appreciated.
get anything out of the pro shop?
I mean, I could. I'm
Did you
still
buy anything?
no, not yet. Well, because I'm waiting for.
Okay. You should.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
The thing I find is that I go to a lot of these pro shops, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. Is the lack of Nike in a lot of the upper end pro shops around the country, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, in today's
Like,
episode.
What's the Grayson Peter Millar heavy? What's the other like upper echelon?
I hate to say it, but it's a lot of that stuff. But I think one of the things that happens is you go to these places and it all starts to look the same.
Yeah.
So while I appreciate that a lot of Nike stuff looks different, I
Yeah.
think a lot of pro shops are hesitant to carry it. So I've always kind of given that little bit of that like business background kind of look at it. But I think for those of you listening in, I just want you guys to know who we've got on the podcast. So we've got 22-time Emmy Award winner, 22 or 23.
22. I was real mad I didn't hit 22.
As you can tell, very humble man, very, very humble man, a cinematographer galore. He is a member of the MC universe. We have Mr. Justin Whelan joining us. And then we also have a swoosh staff elite. So you guys have heard Coach Carlos Brown, Barry PGA, another long line of the swoosh staffers here. We have Mr. Danny Medina.
Thanks for having me on. Happy to be here.
You're gonna get your own episode later this year. We'll talk about all the stuff you're doing with
We need filler.
with PGA Hope and everything like that. We want to hear all about that because that's good. It's great what you're doing out there.
It's an impact.
Yeah, which is awesome. So he's gonna get his own episode because that's important. But
And we're here because of this guy. Right
yeah,
here.
he invited us down. It's wild to be here.
Ooh.
Keith and I kind of drove down and everything like that.
We have our first couple questions.
Oh, there we
I think
go.
Let's just get it lit, right? Like, let's
Yeah.
just start it up. So from Instagram, Javelin7. And by the way, hello, Real Chris
Javier.
Bailey. Cavi Design is in here.
Yeah,
And then
Javi's
Real
here.
Chris Bailey, if you guys don't know, Real Chris Bailey was the designer of like the snake pack back in the, not the
Ooh.
snake pack, but like, remember the poncho that it was?
It's here.
It's here.
in Augusta.
Chris.
They brought the poncho.
Chris, your poncho is here. If it rains, it's coming out. But Javelin7 had a question about how do you guys feel about the Malbon urban movement? I don't know if that's his words, not mine. Jason Day going to Malbon. What do you guys think about where golf culture
Fashion.
is going and golf
Fashion.
fashion is going and the Malbon movement? And Malbon has done a lot of stuff with Nike. I'll go to Justin first. How do you feel
Yeah.
about the Malbon and Jason Day?
I guess for a while I didn't get it. Like they just basically, it looked like they were just buying like Nike pieces and like embroidering them with Malbon written on it. I just didn't get it. I'm not sure I still get it. If we're talking about urban pieces, I do really like everything Eastside Golf is doing. I think they're really authentic. I think yeah, I think their clothes look cool. They're really good quality. I mean, I'm not knocking Malbon at all. I'm sure they're great quality. I think they'd release anything that wasn't. But I really like Eastside Golf. I know that wasn't the question, but
Are you gonna help us get Eastside on fire?
I'm sure they're looking.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It would be huge.
And we did get their 6 last year, and we got their 82.4.
Nice.
So shout out to the plug on that
So, yeah.
one. Those were beautiful.
So I guess my 10-second spiel is maybe I don't fully get Malbon, but I really like what Eastside is doing.
Yeah, I think it's just like fashion in golf is just changing, right? Like it's we're seeing like this renaissance of fashion, right? And we're seeing we had the print stuff, right? Everyone was in prints for a long time, and now we're coming out into the fashion and like I don't think you guys can see what this guy is wearing very much, but like we have someone who started his own brand very recently, wearing that. So like, what will his stuff look like in the future? What's that line going to look like? We saw a little bit of it at Genesis, right? We did a couple throwbacks.
We'll answer the Malbon thing, but we'll have to circle back to that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that whole thing.
So your thoughts on like Malbon and fashion?
Look, I'll go out and say I'm not a fan. I wasn't. I don't get it. Very similar to your response. I didn't get it at first. I understand the fashion piece, but I'm an old traditionalist. I was excited when we finally got away from double pleat, single pleat pants, and finally went to a flat front, tapered. Like, it's just a good look. It looks clean. It looks crisp. It's a country club. It's beauty. So, like, I get the fashion piece, and I like the creativity, and they're going away. Like you said, golf is changing.
I feel like fashion's so secular because like we went slim,
Yeah.
and now
How
we're
about
like,
back?
and now we're, and I guarantee you, I don't know the time, but we're gonna go back. To
Oh,
slim,
yeah.
like,
So I embrace it from that standpoint. I just traditional. I just like the way it looked at that. I think the pants have just gotten better.
Yeah.
And the baggy shirt. We remember wearing the shirts and the cutoff was.
I hope that doesn't come back.
You weren't cool if you didn't have it hanging off.
I like the '90s pictures where it looks like everyone's wearing like a 3XL,
Yeah.
but it's really just a medium or whatever. But there's so much fabric, it's crazy.
Well, I went to the Goodwill here in Augusta yesterday on the way back to the house and everything because I was like, just gotta check it out, right? You just gotta see. And I was like, I can't pick up one of these shirts. They're like the old school fabric, the cuffed cuffs. I was like, this
But
is.
sometimes those vintage things are fun.
I know.
If you're a hipster.
My buddy Jason was like, you go back. You let me know. And I was like, all right, I'll pick you up something. So,
Yeah, I think one of the things we've got here, actually, we have a couple Malbon pieces So we've got, this is one of the original ones they did, which was a tie-dye. And what I appreciate about what Stephen Malbon did, he puts the Malbon golf, but he brought back the clapping hands, the double-gloved clapping hands. If you need any stickers, clapping hand stickers, hit us up in the DM. But, you know, what he did is he took pieces from different brands. And what I view Stephen Malbon a lot like Danny, right? Like Danny's a good connector of things. Yeah, Danny, you connected us with Azeala House. You're like, hey, let's do the podcast together. That's what Stephen was doing for golf in the West Coast. I don't think anybody was doing it on the West Coast. Now, whether it translates across the country, is it regional? Now that it's on its
I can
own,
appreciate when it's an original design by them. But like I said, I've seen stuff where it's literally just like a pullover with a embroidered thing. That I just
Well, that's where I think Jason's stuff is different because that's just straight up Malvin's own design and everything. And so that's Jason Day, you know what I mean, like that. So, as Chris said, you're either a fan or you're not. It's just fashion. It's fashion.
It's a growing fashion.
Yeah, I don't understand high fashion. You watch Parents Fashion Week and stuff like that. I don't understand that. I don't get that one.
I don't think some of that stuff's meant to be worn.
I know.
Yeah, no,
That's I think it's fashion. It's art. It's just art, right? Like, and that's what you have to realize. It's just art. Max Nancy asked what's in the cups. We got a couple of Bloody Marys, a transfusion. This is cheers again. Everybody out there. Yeah, cheers. Thanks for being here and watching. And couple of strong. Matt's got like keywords over here.
You don't know which way he's going.
This is how Matt functions every day.
Energy drink, a healthy drink, and then whiskey.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. We're here in Augusta. What's your favorite part of it? You've been here. You go in every year. You're probably a little jaded to it, you know. But what's your favorite part of this week? Is
I
it?
don't know if jade is the right. I think
Not jaded,
well, I think truly like spoiled.
Yeah.
I mean, people say spoiled, but it really is like, oh yeah, like I do just. It's just part of our year. We just go and we do it, and I forget how many times how special it is for people who've never been. So, my favorite part now is really just like all the extra stuff that comes with the tournament.
Yeah.
I could take your lead going in at this point. Again, you see it for 30 years. You get it. I mean, I wouldn't want to take a really, really, really long extended break, but I mean, I wouldn't die if I didn't go in for a couple of years. But say what?
COVID was long enough.
the 1 year.
The 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, just all this stuff is really fun for me. How about you?
Yep. Now you guys, well, I question because it sounds like you guys are veterans, right? So, and you took Kyle. Sorry, I'm thinking about our Kyle Blank was in the chat there.
Kyle's here?
Yeah, I saw Kyle.
Good to see you, Kyle.
You took Keith into the Masters, right? And you said, hey, you know what? Skip the hospitality tent. That's going to take too long. If you guys, and I'll go to Danny first, and then we'll go to you, Justin. If you had to give 3 must-dos when you enter the gates, what are the 3 things you would tell a new person to do entering Augusta?
Well, one, it depends on which gate you're going.
And the time.
And exactly. So it's changed. Like yesterday when we went in, there's so much to do. You know, you can't hit it all in one day. So you try to prioritize it. If you're going in, you know, the main gate, you're going through main village. I would always just say, one, I took them there. I really think that you got to go to the clubhouse first. You got to go to the tree. They call it the tree, right? I mean, how much business has been done under that tree? It's probably unbelievable the network that tree's seen.
What is the tree?
The club at the top of 18.
You know, that's when I was
We're next to all the umbrellas.
Right? Is that a spot?
well. I
Is
was
that a
gonna
spot?
say I was gonna start this sentence with a flex, and I didn't mean to. When I played there,
Yeah.
they said that the wisteria that's around that tree is like the first wisteria in the North America, like in the United States. They like brought it over and planted it around there.
Oh, wow.
It's just massive. And you know, the who's are sticking around. It's one of the, and you get to see the entire golf course, right? You're seeing the undulations. But I like number 10. You go number 10, maybe about 100 yards on the right hand side. You want to avoid the left. Stay on the right. You can just take a 360 from there and truly appreciate the undulation and the severity of it. Yeah, that's coming in from the other side. I mean, clubhouse is obviously you got the flag. You got the tables with umbrellas and all that. You see it.
And we'll get to Justin's top 3, but Keith, can you talk about The
Yeah, he's probably
undulation.
better for him, man.
You've just mentioned the undulation. Like,
It was crazy when you're standing up on top of where the big tree is, looking over 18 green and 9 greens right there. But you start heading down 10. It's just you are just going down the ski slope. It really is.
Wow.
It's curve and left. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, it's like we got to take a pit stop right after the big scoreboard and just look back 360 view, and it was just a sight that you have to keep in your memory books. It's something. You know, I brought my camera in. You guys will see pictures maybe later on this week, but I took a couple pictures of that area, and it's just you want to just put your phone, not phone, but you want to put your camera down and just have the mental memory. And that's it. It's not even take another picture.
It's almost like that's how they designed it.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think that's one of the best parts about it is on the tournament week, and even in the practice room, everyone's in the moment there. Right?
Yes.
There's no phones. You're not doing this. You're not anything like that. You have to be in the moment, and it's the best way to experience it too. Is the moment.
The amount of times you just walk around reaching.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, oh,
I thought I felt like vibrating the button.
Yeah, it's
Take
the
long
go
to just happy back.
Like a half hour in, you're like, I'm not even checking my pockets anymore. I really don't. I'm in right now.
What was the sign we saw on the scoreboard?
Call Jim Waters.
Call home or call White.
Call
He's
your
like,
wife.
that's gonna be a great pick. And then I
Yeah.
saw it on social media last night. Like somebody did it. I said, but all the
Jim,
comments
call
on
your
there, all the comments like, man, the guy can't even get away.
The best part is Keith called me from inside this. I wrote my phone number. It's like, call me.
Did it come up Augusta National?
It came out the Masters.
Whoa.
Like,
Wow.
And his wife,
I took a screenshot of it.
yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
just Masters. Like, because there's payphones in there, right?
oh,
Like,
wait, how do you pay
Not
for the
even
payphone?
phone.
Dial one, dial your one, and then dial your
Oh,
number.
okay.
Phone bank.
So you don't need
Phone bank,
coins.
yeah. I know they're pretty much like cashless. You know, they just hit the card and keep going. So
Oh, wait. So if I go in the pro shop, I got cash up. I can't do cash in the pro shop.
I see you might look up. Yeah.
All right.
No, they say
When it comes to
But after we got done with 10, it's just get back 9. So I wanted to see a little right to aim in the corner. And it was picture perfect. We got the most beautiful picture ever coming down 11, standing in
Did you see anybody hit?
on 11,
Yeah, 12.
I think so.
no,
13.
13 we did.
T-box like
14.
I'm surprised
Sat
at how
down on
little
16.
people were out there.
Victor Hovland sticking across.
We
Yeah.
borrowed a couple chairs on 16.
Oh,
yeah,
Sat
yeah.
there. Said, let's
Yeah.
just finish a beer for a second
Yeah.
and just sit here.
That's a tradition.
Yeah, you just gotta took some
Some
chair.
chairs. Well, I got the boot because they came back.
Yeah. Were they polite?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They were like, we just had 5 minutes.
It's kind of
rest.
Keep it
understood.
warm.
Yeah, keep it
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah, actually, they're good.
But,
uh,
yeah, I was just saying we hit up 16, broke down 17, and we kind of made our way across the front a little bit. And I reached down for one moment, walking across 8, and I'm like,
yeah.
I feel it.
it
I feel the Holy Land.
doesn't feel real.
Yeah, it didn't feel real.
Did it move?
I was gonna fall.
6 to midnight.
Yeah. Max asked in the chat, let's hear some Grail Pro Shop pickups. You know,
Ooh.
you went in early. You rope dropped yesterday. Yeah.
Got there at 4:45 in the morning.
Wow.
Domed it.
Yeah.
And, but you know, the lines were ridiculous. This year's obviously it's all over social media. It's crazy. And I was telling the guys that were with yesterday, it's like you're gonna wait before, you're gonna wait now, and you know, but it's one of those things that you do. We had a first timer going in with us yesterday morning, and you're sitting there, you're chatting, you're like, what do you want? Like, this is part of the experience. But so no, the number was good. It's but you come every year. The koozie was a game changer. The
What?
koozies, we got koozies for these.
Thanks.
I was,
So you can buy the
Those
booty
I mean,
when you're buying
the little-
drinks now.
yeah.
I'm a little bougie, so I make a beeline for that back left room.
Uh-huh.
That's where all the
That's
the
what
nice
good stuff
That's
is.
where all the nice stuff is, and so I like to see what they. You
I
know,
didn't see a good
sometimes
watch. I didn't see a good
I,
watch this year.
I bought a watch, but I already gave it away. I didn't like it. Listen, here's a little secret that a lot of people don't realize is that sometimes let's talk about it. Sometimes they have some like old ANGC like
Yeah.
stock in there. Now it won't be the ANGC logo as we know it, but it'll be the outline. And people don't realize, like, you know, when you go to Augusta National Pro Shop, like a member shop, not during the week, but regular play. It'll either be that ANGC logo or it'll be an outline. It won't really be the yellow filled in thing. And I swear, no one's ever like confirmed or denied or anything, but they put some of that stuff out in that shop. Like I've gotten a couple outline things, and I don't know if it's just overstock from the
hard to
member
believe how
shop,
much of it do they really-
or they just put out literally a couple pieces because it's not much. So that's why I like to go on the Women's Day. Because you literally get in there first, and if things are gone, they're gone. So I'll go in and immediately just turn.
Did they do gnomes on women's?
Yeah.
And Dry Trip Park?
Yeah.
They did.
Oh yeah.
Was the lines crazy?
Yeah.
They were.
We were there early and we walked straight in and got it. But when we were leaving at like 10:30, the line I've never ever seen the line that long by like
They were
2.
telling people they cut it off yesterday.
Yeah, they should.
I
mean, it was-
The guy was like, "Hey, you know what? Go take a walk for 5 minutes and come back and wait hours."
Yeah. I don't know what they can, I mean, other than I was asking a friend, I said, I don't know what they can do about it. And then someone said, just build another.
They built the one on 8. New concession.
Yeah.
New shop on it.
But everyone knows it's like a pared down version, so they don't
Very
want to.
good.
They
I
don't
mean,
want
you
to.
get your hat, you get your towel,
Yeah.
ball marker. It's not. You're not going to
I
get
think it's just
what
the
you
one,
really
you get
want.
one station in the smaller one where you get the full.
They
Those are
need
still
an
hour
an
and a half
identical
waits.
shop.
Hour and a half wait still. That's fine.
They've created their own most though, right? Like you can't get it anywhere else, so that's why it is.
Yesterday was the most patrons I've seen there on a practice round. In 9 years.
Yeah, they've been coming for 9 years now. It's gonna take like 10 years. Like we started 2014.
It's forced to skip one weekend.
Yeah. So that's when Barry started coming up at the same time, right? So
I feel like
you're
I got
30
the-
years now.
I got that. Did I go in 2020? No, they didn't allow
No,
patrons.
the November one.
Yeah, that was the Dustin Johnson
DJ.
fall one.
I'm trying to think. I have the gnome from that year. It's like the Christmas one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, how many gnomes? How many gnomes are we at?
They started in
I'd
2015.
have to count.
Yep.
Now there's the one that they only sold at Berkman's like a couple years before the gnomes caught on. That's the one that sells for like thousands of dollars online.
So we have a huge question here from Mr. Chris Bailey. And I absolutely love this one. And so we got your top 3 kind of, right?
Things to do.
Yeah.
For me, it can vary. For me, I hit the shop first just to get it out of the way. You can check it or ship it. Then I go to the food because I'll grab some sandwiches and drinks, and then I feel like I can go do whatever I want.
You're free. You've done your
Yeah.
obligations, right?
So-
My
You've
favorite
done the
tasting
checklist.
means the peach ice cream.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the big question from Mr. Chris Bailey, as I sit next to Mr. Justin Whelan wearing
Oh yeah.
a Sunday red. By the way, this is unreleased, everybody. This
We're
is
gonna get a cease and desist from Tiger himself, soon, and I'm gonna frame that shit.
Tiger.
If we were doing a movie, I'd put some like black.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
We got 8
The pe-
people watching. We're fine.
the piece is really nice, and the podcast will go out to hundreds, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say like the Sunday red stuff. This is my first time seeing it in person. It's actually very nice. Be very nice. So the question from Chris is: our thoughts on Tiger this week, and do you think he will make the cut? So we don't need any Sunday red. It's a very nice piece. Tiger, is he making the cut? I'm gonna go Danny first.
Yeah, I'm saying yes. Right? I'm always rooting.
27 straight.
100%. Just got to see him yesterday on 15, 16. He looks sharp. I mean, his short game is unbelievable. I mean, we're just sitting there. People are cheering on his practice round for the chip shots he's hitting to the Nuggets on the green. And so, I mean, he like Chris. I'm always rooting for Tiger. I want to see him on Sunday. You know, he is. And
You'll see
moves
Sunday
it.
red.
Like,
Right.
everybody's going to tune in. And everybody wins, right? So when he's playing on the weekends, it's not just the Patriots going out around the world. Golf is just more vibrant. That's what, as a PGA member, I mean, gosh, what more do you want? Yeah.
Everybody out there, you guys know me. I'm saying he's making it touch. I will never go against Tito. I won't. And he looks clean out there. He looks fresh. We've seen highlights of him on the range all this morning. He looks good.
Ooh.
Stumped him.
I don't.
Don't say the wrong.
No, I know. No, I don't think he. I think he does what he did exactly last year. He makes it on the number, and then something possibly. I don't want anything to happen to him, but I think something possibly happens to him this week. I just want to see Sunday red. I want to see what it looks like, right? But like,
no better stage.
He was on the course Sunday, the other day,
but not. Yeah.
but it wasn't a tournament.
This is the whole thing. We were getting confused because I was trying to in the car ride down. We drove 14 hours down. I was trying to like explain to him. I was like, I just want to see Tiger in his Sunday red, and he was like, I've seen him in his red before, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I've seen him in a tournament. I was like, he went to Genesis. He's like, no, and I was like, what are you talking about then? And I was like, I'm talking about. He's like, I went to. I think it was like 99. I saw him in red on a Sunday, and I was like, no, I'm talking about his brand and the red shirt. And he was like, oh, this is really confusing now. And I was like, yeah, this is why you don't name a thing as brand after what the color that he wears. But I just want to see him on Sunday.
Deep in our ride.
Yeah, we.
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys will look delirious.
Yeah, we're only Fast Twitch, only Gatorade Fast Twitch sponsor us.
What's Gus's question? Does he make the cut?
Does he make the cut?
Hell yes, he makes the
Hell
cut,
yeah,
and he wins.
24 straight.
He
24 straight.
wins.
Wow.
This 48-year-old man is winning.
Yeah. My thought is when we talk about 2019, I think 2019 is still like the coolest moment ever, right?
It was probably our dad's like 86. You know?
Yeah.
And it was, but he built up to that, right? He played super. He almost chased down Brooks at the PGA. He almost chased down Molinari at the Open.
Didn't he win the tour championship?
He won the tour championship at East Lake. He won Zozo, and then he won the Masters. He built to it. We've seen
the crowd,
We've seen this man.
right? That was just
Yeah, East Lake.
That in East Lake.
In East Lake,
the way just moving.
We've seen this man play 1.5 rounds in the last year-ish, right? Competitive. Augusta's a different story. He's a phenomenal hitter.
I don't like your negativity.
I'm not being bad.
I'm gonna be positive.
I'm being positive, but I just think
First of all, through God, all things are possible. Tiger Woods.
Oh, making the cut, that's without question. I mean, he's the ultimate grinder, right? Like,
He will make
yeah. Here's the thing. I go out to the course, and I got a little pain in my back. I'm done. I'm shooting 90-something, right? This man's been through a car accident, has a mangled leg. He's going to figure it out, right? Like, he's got the flu. Like, he's going to figure it out. Like, the great ones figure it out. He's figuring out how to swing this. And look,
Swings are pretty
yeah, the swing looks really good. I actually like what he's doing here. I really, really like it. So, now, here's the thing. We do have some Nike releases to talk about. We're halfway through. And I just want to, I want to pose a question to you guys.
Go fast. That's
Hold
how
on, I just want to say, when I was
you're gonna show this out.
When I was with Tiger last week, you know.
Whoa!
I'm just saying, when I was with him last week.
We're gonna go to the next cut. Oh, you're up there.
You know. I'm
Oh,
just
look
saying,
at this. How's that not your? Is that your wallpaper right now?
I brought in the other. You can show it here. I brought in the other camera here now.
He was looking good. I'm just saying he was healthy, fit, little goatee, but he was looking good.
So
30 minutes of press conference.
yeah, his press conference. Is,
That's why people are jumping in the comments right now. It's like, hey, I gotta kill some time.
At 11 o'clock, they're gonna start going the other way.
Okay, so we have here live for you guys the new Next Percent. This is Brooks's new shoes. Speaking of some of our favorites, right? So we have some of our favorites. This is the Endless Pursuit one. Yeah, look at that. And then we have, this is the general release. This is what I like what Nike's been doing is general release white and green shoes, right? Like,
is this like the official Masters pack this year?
this is the initial start of the season, first major. Yes, that is the first major.
I'm surprised they didn't do any green.
I think so too. I'm with, well, this is my discussion on the non-green,
Do you
right?
think they flew too close to the sun at the Python pack and got in trouble?
1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%. That's been confirmed by a couple people.
Also, I said this too. Can we imagine what that Masters? We already think it's one of the best Masters in 2019, but that's when the snake pack was supposed to drop too, and they never did. And like, you imagine if it actually dropped with all that stuff that would have come out, and then Tiger with it.
It actually somehow, I don't know the exact details, but it did come out for like a second because I've got friends who have this stuff.
Yeah, we do too. Shout out Nick. Nick's got a pair, right? Like so. Yeah, I just think
Sorry, go ahead.
would have been the craziest master.
You're fine. So the question I have for you guys, right? So I think what this did, right? Peaches was a step back from Augusta. That's the state of Georgia. It speaks to, now this speaks back to the beginning of the year, new endless pursuit, new goals for the year, all that stuff. So my question is, swoosh lifers, those of you in the chat, do you prefer the green, the regular release white and green, or do you prefer the white iridescent limited release endless pursuit?
I wouldn't do neon. I'd do closer to
Augusta.
Okay, this is see guys. So in my regular life, I have to deal with creatives all the time. I got to keep you on task. Okay, the choice is A or B. Yeah, I know you make it better.
I did that one. This one is
Okay.
so much better.
You gotta see it in person.
You guys can see like look at those tabs. This is much better.
All right,
So
so
these two, I do the black and iridescent.
so Gumby is iridescent. You're iridescent. Keith.
Iridescent.
Well, because we can,
Full switch.
because I can
Oh, yeah.
show you. Here, we have the white black. This is
Still iridescent.
this is like what the plain version is of this with pants and whatnot. I
Javelin
mean,
7, by the way, going back to he is saying that Tiger's secret weapon this week is abstinence. So we shall see. PC Skywalker is voting B, endless
but this is the
pursuit.
plain one.
We got green.
And then this,
green.
if I want to get a white and black shoe, I'm just gonna get the iridescent. Right? Like, look how much better that is.
Chad
now,
likes this one.
It doesn't have the full swoosh
Yeah, Chad likes
like
green.
this. You can see the
Chad
difference,
Dougal.
but-
Those are
Um,
comfy.
Alright, switch it back.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so I mean it's 10:33. Is it too early for Keith's pick? 'Cause Chris Bailey has to
Pick.
run. I think Chris Bailey's running to the Tiger press
we gotta
conference.
keep going. We just gotta keep going.
It's crazy.
Okay, so the white green Jordan. Let's take a look at the white green Jordan. Can you show? Can you take the iPad on Mr. Justin Whelan's feet here? Oh, there we go. There we go. I love it.
It certainly isn't like a master's thing, but it's got the green.
Okay, so this is a great example of what happened. So we had a gentleman before this. He's been a patron here at the Azeala House, former caddy. He saw Endless Pursuit. He goes, Endless Pursuit. This is Masters. There's no green. And then we showed him Justin's shoe, and he's like, "Whoa,
Too much green.
too much."
Then
So-
we have.
What is the right amount of green?
Is this the Jordan? What's this? That's me covering up the page.
That's it right there. On Jordan 1 low.
Yeah.
Standard color this year.
Yeah.
Release.
Saw a couple people walking down.
See
Washington.
a lot of
Yeah.
who's rocking this.
Saw Riggs walking down.
Oh,
Washington
nice.
yesterday.
He was wearing those?
No, I just saw it.
Definitely gonna rock these tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So let's kick some part 3 contest tomorrow too. So that's maybe a highlight of the Masters week for all of us.
Yeah, watching
Someday-
part 3.
Watching someday get in there.
You're going in tomorrow. You going to part 3? Or just into the other place?
Just the other place.
All right, there you go.
So here's my question then: would you guys rather have the Endless Pursuit or just the standard white green Jordan?
I'm gonna go Jordan. They're so comfy. You can literally like wear them out and about.
You know what I'm going to go with? We don't have one. Maybe we'll get one in the future. But the Endless Pursuit Jordan 1 that's out there now.
Well, we're
That's
gonna explore that one.
Tony
We're gonna explore that a little
Tony's
bit.
rocking this week and everything like that. So,
Like double front. and stuff.
yeah, that's
The Stingray leather.
I'm gonna go Endless Pursuit just because I love my neck percents. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
It is. But I cannot wait to rock this. I've walked around the house with them. But that's about it. They're
I
very
gotta order my Endless Pursuit Jordan ones right now. What
Are
we
they
doing?
out right now? Oh,
Yeah, today's the day. What are we doing?
We're doing a podcast, man. A live one from Augusta. Hey, I'm gonna get some quickly. I'm gonna get some pumps in here. Like, let's see. Remember, become a supporter of the podcast by going to patreon.com/swoosh-life-podcast. Just get all this stuff out of there. And then remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at the Swoosh Life Podcast to stay up to date on all things swoosh. And lastly, join us on Masters Fantasy on masters.com. You can click the link in our bio to join the fantasy thing. We've got some of the stuff, the hats, and other things. You can see behind us, we've got a whole slew of stuff, merch that we're going to give away as well. And for the Masters Fantasy, whoever wins that, we had 2 winners last year. We're going to get it comes back every year. So I got my little tags in there. We're good.
I think it's time to
We're
score
going to score.
2 shoes.
All right.
All right, so you've been here before, Danny. We do scores 1 to 5. Okay, 5 is an absolutely perfect shoe. I wouldn't change anything. 4, I'll definitely pick it up. 3, maybe it's no harm, no foul. I'll pass. 2, I'll find it at the outlet. 1, no, just never. We are going to do the Jordan 1 Endless Pursuit. So this one has, as they've said, the patent leather and stingray pebbled leather on it. It also has double swooshes. We've got it here.
Keep it up.
Yep, Eastside Golf put up a really nice picture of it. On a scale of 1 to 5, what are you scoring the the Jordan 1 Endless Pursuit?
Oh.
So shout out to Eastside.
Gusto also received these yesterday.
I
And
noticed.
whatnot, so that's great. Yeah, that
Shout out to
leather,
Jacques.
everything there. You can see we're very baggy backward over here. We're very low budget here. We're just chilling. Just kind of thing.
Well, nobody sent us these. Nobody,
Yeah,
It's a nice
PC,
hat,
PSC Skywalker, Jordan 1 Endless Pursuit now. Not on the app as of right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I noticed.
We're there.
All right, so what's the score?
What was the 3?
3 is no harm, no foul.
We're at a 5.
I'll pick
I'm
up.
at like a 3.5. I do love them, but I'm very I think Danny might have this problem as well. We have so many, so that to actually buy one, to like literally go buy one, it would have to be.
Let's say you're a normal human being.
Closer to a 4.5. Yeah,
Well done.
they're cool. They're very cool.
I'm at 4.34. I'm gonna go to the double decimal. I'm doing that.
Nice.
I think they're really great. The pebble looks awesome. Iridescent looks good. This would be my panda. Right? Like if I'm gonna get a shoe, I don't have a panda. I don't have a panda dunk. These would be my pandas. They would go with everything. Because the iridescent kind of changes, right? Like it's not just Nike's using a little that light purple in it, right? We talked about that last episode. Just because you're picking that up a little bit more, but overall, iridescent changes colors. So I think these can go with everything, and it's going to be my pandas. So
One thing that stopped me was how similar they look to the
your Emmys.
well,
He's
see how similar they look?
taking a photo of his Emmys.
So I wore some
I would.
similar to like that.
Oh! You guys got to see this. You guys.
So like the patent leather, like
Yeah, so
Wow.
they're real similar to
Tag us
some,
in your story. What the heck?
well, they're just similar to some I already have. So
Yeah.
again, I'm biased because I feel like I have something that
this is the true humble brag because if he just zooms out, he's about 5 Emmys in there. So
Just on a red carpet.
I think the Jordan Low energy ones are right in line with my Pegasus.
Yeah.
I did a 4.25. I'll give them a 4.35. The Jordan Lows.
so we're averaging
I'm a
like a
fan.
4 here.
Yeah. I got a 4.27. So
But you don't
I mean,
tell
if I had to
me.
buy them, I'm putting myself in. Yeah, we're
you
trying
guys got to put yourself in our viewers and listeners.
I like the pebble. I think it did a little bit of texture. It's gonna catch the
When's the
eye.
last time you bought golf shoes? Not regular shoes, golf shoes. Yeah, I know.
A decade. Exactly the truth.
Come on in, Frank. You want to come in and join this?
No. Go.
All right. We got Frank from Golf Talk America here. He just did. He wrapped his show with Steve Elkington earlier today.
Steve
Steve Elkington.
Just Steve and I were handicapping and going through who he thinks is going to win. I think it's going to win Diane.
What was that?
Oh,
Russell Dotson's
who's
sister.
your pick first?
Who's my pick?
Yeah.
Chef.
Okay.
Scheffler. There we go. Nike guy. Well, Elkington.
We're both on Chef.
All right.
But two-time caddy Casey.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Casey.
What about like a
He
wild
picked
card?
Brooks. He says Brooks is smash, man.
Which is winning regardless.
Well,
Which is
and
winning.
right for that.
Here's what I want to know, guys. And y'all talk about this, okay? There's somebody that nobody's talking about, a very beloved winner of Augusta.
We said Tiger's gonna win.
I said beloved. The
Oh,
beloved winner of Augusta, who now plays on Live, Patrick Reed.
yeah, former Nike guy was wearing Nike. Yeah.
Be
So I don't know. I don't know. The Scheffler's putting is so far ahead of everybody else's.
Someday.
I mean, stroke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, strokes gain, strokes gain.
Strokes gain.
Yeah,
It's a chasm between him and everybody else.
yeah.
Agreed.
You're spot on.
It's almost like he works for a living.
You know, I can have a two-time Players Champion and Major Champion sitting beside me. I'm reading his notes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Steve
I don't know
Elkington.
about it. I'm a good reader.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
awesome.
love your show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Frank's setup is the crispiest thing I've ever heard in my life. We got to listen to that yesterday, and we hope that we can bring that to you guys one day. Holy cow! Like we got one mic, and you can hear all of us. He's got like headphones and everything, and I've never
We're
heard
gonna
anything
place a
crispy.
bid. We're gonna put a bid in the ballot for the left us.
Yeah,
Well, I told Frank when he accepts his live deal, then we can pick up all the leftovers. Yeah, he's down in Miami for it. So that's interesting. So maybe that is the right. Well, let's finish scoring, right? So you were at.
427.
I am at 500.
Oh,
another 5.
It's a perfect shoe.
Stop it.
It's killing it for me this year. You guys know me. Black, white contrast, little hint, little tertiary color.
I
love it.
As it comes
I'm
your pick.
I'm in my iridescent era right now. I love it. I just love it. So actually, we have one more that I want to score, and then we'll go to a little Keith's pick for this major. It is the Wood Grain 9.
Okay, so this is a collab. Oh my god, this is a oh, okay. This is a collab with
You can abstain.
now, right? With Happy Wood Life. This is a collab.
That is
with
correct.
Happy Wood Life out of Rochester. We're gonna get him on the podcast because Cabby, my boy Cabby, has talked to him and stuff like that. So I think we'll be trying to get him on the pod. If you guys don't know Happy Wood Life, he's the one that creates these beautiful masterpieces, artworks out of straight wood, no dyeing, no anything
Oh,
like that.
that
He
is crazy
finds,
impressive.
he finds all of the colors and stuff like that. So this is his technical collab with them. Yep. Let's bring this back up here. So these are the wood grain 9s, and
Did he put his stamp of approval on these?
he collabed with them. Oh, you mean Jordan, or you mean Happy Wood Life? Happy Wood Life collabed with them, so that's that tag. And truthfully, we thought this was going to be the PGA one. You did a reel on it. It should be like the PGA one with everything coming out for Louisville and all that stuff. That's kind of what we thought, but then we kind of heard that this is what happened. He put on the Happy Wood Life tag on the backside of that tag, and it's to kind of reminisce the old wooden clubs of yesteryear used at like one of the most famed and oldest majors. So the wood grain 9s. You can abstain
Well,
from this like Tigers. are
here's-
saying. Come on.
Here's my thing. It's I think it's closer to do with the 9 than the wood.
Yeah,
The wood is
wood's
can be
cool. You're not a fan of the 9s?
They're just so big, bulky, and busy.
Yeah.
I'm closer to like a 1, 3, 11.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
So the 9 just doesn't work for you. as a
Yeah, I
shoe.
mean, even those like big ridges, they're just so like. I mean, there's a place for everything, but it's just so much.
Do you
stuff
have
going
them?
on.
Did you put them on?
I didn't put them on. I got them last night.
I would concur because I have the regular. I don't have the wood one, right? But I have the regular 9. They do run a little bit wide, and it's a little floppy. It's a little floppy as a shoe as you walk in it. So you're abstaining from your score.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to have him on. I want to have Happy Wood Life on. But no, I think that if that's going to be your Augusta one, your Masters one, you could last year was super different, right? We got what I'll call the cheer wine 6s, right? Like I brought them with me down here because I got the pants that match now. But
Nice.
The water drop.
but there's a little bit more story to the south here on those. there's a stretch on this wooden clubs thing. You talk about wooden barrels, you talk about baseball bats. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Which is what we thought. That's not what happened. So, again, the storytelling aspect brings it down a little bit. So I think I'm at like a 3-1. 3-1.
I've been a fan of the nines because of the Jordan logo placement.
Yep, on the hill.
Double. Yeah, you like our uniforms today, guys? All rocking the white and the clapping hands. We know it's called something else.
But I like them. You know, it's something different color we're getting.
Yeah.
I'll do a 3.85.
We know Nick does
A little
not,
higher side.
because he's not a Nick Spears, former, on the club, not a beige guy. Hates beige.
You
and
know
brown
what
and all
he
that stuff.
maybe kind of sort of is today?
Yeah, I do.
He just messaged us. He might come up tomorrow or Friday. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's
Oh,
playing,
wait, spoiler.
Nick, bring my hats.
Yeah, he's playing the 2 and the 3 place today. Probably.
He might be at the Grove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me the head
2 and
cover.
3 place.
I want a head cover.
You're filming at the Grove every other month.
They rotate merch.
That's why I had to pick up the Endless Pursuit bag because I've been begging for a 23 bag.
All right, so you're what grade nines?
Wood gray nines. I'm gonna give it like 2 9s.
Oh,
I just
Are they sitting there?
Rude.
Do you think? In the mail?
They hit the mail.
I know.
if they are.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just not one that's gonna sit on.
Articulate why though.
I respect to the collab,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just don't feel it fits.
Yeah.
Like you think, like you said, everything has its place. It doesn't gel with me the way they put it in.
Like
I think
I'm
it
not.
brings down what he does. I mean, he's so creative.
Yeah.
You go on and see his art,
Oh yeah.
the colors that he finds, and then you read that this is all made.
Yeah.
You're looking at it like, where's that color?
It's kind of truly unbelievable.
he does that.
Really
Hey,
is.
there's PJ memes right over there.
That's PJ
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
cow!
Um,
He's rocking.
I know him. He's a buddy of mine.
He's rocking the
SB4.
SB4.
Travis.
Oh, we're
All
gonna
right,
get
let's
some
see if he comes.
spotted in the wild.
PJ means when he gets on the phone, we'll get him on. See what happens. Yeah, I think. What did you score on there, Matt?
All right, so here's my thing on it, right? I always got to have a story before I give
Are
it
you
to
just gonna say that the PGA ones and you'll be happy?
So here's my thing about it. I came down here and as I'm packing, right? You guys,
he's a good side piece to use like a bourbon shop.
Travis.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I thought it was.
Travis. Is it not Travis?
Oh, he's on the phone.
Hi, PJ memes. Yeah, he's on the phone.
So as I'm packing, I'm like, okay, all my pants are black or gray, but I did find 2 brand new from like 4 years ago, so they're a little baggier. I'm ready for Malbon, baby. I have some light beige, some light khaki, and when I came down to the south, like it makes sense. Springtime, you don't want to wear a darker color. It might be, it's just cool enough where you want pants. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'll rock these. What shoes would I rock with them? Peaches go with it. Would the wood grain go with it? It would.
Yeah.
But these to me, these are like a showpiece. I wouldn't like walk or play a round of golf or necessarily wear it because I don't think it would match anything I have. So for that reason, like I respect the artistic part of it. So I'll go 3-3-3.
Nick said, did he get mad?
Nick
So
just
called
sent
him
a
out?
message. Wow, don't tell my wife where I'm at. No, hold on. What did he say?
Well,
Did he mess it up?
Hang on.
Oh, boy.
Goodness.
redact that. We're not live. No, we
Yeah.
are. We're so live.
Oh,
so.
it's from WhatsApp because he's like in witness
Oh, yeah, 'cause
protection.
he's-
Hold on.
Uh-oh, did we
We're gonna
mess
get
it up?
into this.
Where's my Nick? Wait, was it on Instagram?
No. I saw it. You saw it.
Hey, reminder. Thank you to the Azeala House for hosting us here. You guys can see this pretty awesome setup that we've got going on here. They've got a great spot down here. They're just down the road. And we just can't thank Marcus enough for all of his hospitality. You guys want to ever come down to the Masters and hang out, there's free drinks inside, all that stuff. Hit up the Azeala House on AzealaHouse, I believe.com. And
I don't think the drinks are
be
free
able to,
Sure they are.
for us.
Everyone.
Oh,
it's part of the
What?
package of
Probably
everything.
part-
Yeah,
food,
it's hospitality.
are you
man.
kidding me?
So Market
Tip
turned it up right
Your
here.
service people.
And then they like it was like ballet. You can hear the golf carts going by. They bring you right to the front gate. It's a great little spot. So shout out Azeala House. Thank you very much. What else do I got? Let's see.
Oh, we still have to do Keith's pick.
Hold on. We gotta do Keith's pick. Keith, where else did we go yesterday? I don't know if we could talk about this, but where else did we go? We visited.
This morning.
No, like when we first got here.
Right down up the road, right across the street from one of the entrances to the Masters, there's a whole bunch of tour trucks up there. And one, I don't know, one was able to just do it.
Just do it. One big orange tour truck. We went. Keith and I got to go on the tour truck yesterday. We didn't take any photos. We asked them. We didn't take any photos. And what an experience that was. That was really cool. Thank you, Danny, for. Danny just says you just walk in. You don't even have to know anybody. And I was like, what
No, don't tell it to the public.
that was a joke. You can tell it was a joke. Obviously, Danny got his son there, which is really cool. We got to see it. Rick, who's the guy on there, maybe name redacted, was kind enough to show us around.
We're getting all kind of texts. Like, too much.
Show us everything in there. We saw some unicorn socks that we'll never ever see again from Tom Kim. Those things were like a cloud. But that was a cool experience. We could probably maybe turn them off today, get Matt on it, see what happens. But that was
I don't
cool.
think I'm allowed.
Yeah.
I think I'm banned.
Now you are, apparently. What's going on over here?
Great experience. I remember going on there when we had our clubs and stuff. Totally different setup now with just the apparel and the footwear, but what a setup to have.
Well, the one from when we had clubs is now the tour van.
Yeah.
Because Ben Junta got to, he actually got to buy that one. Yeah. Yes, he is.
Well, he was in Miami.
All right, 7 minutes to go to the top of the hour, everybody.
We're going back live at noon. We're only stopping at 11, so we can go watch Tigers person.
You know who might win? Anthony Kim. You heard it here first. Special invite. Coming tomorrow.
Only if he's wearing the belt buckle. He's lost all of his power because he doesn't lock the belt buckle.
Special invite. Special invite.
Okay, Keith's pick. We're here in the Masters week.
It's only best if he started.
He starts it.
Started now, and I'm never going to underestimate T-Dub.
Hold tight.
He's not a Nike athlete.
This guy still.
He's
it's still.
Oh,
he's Nike Emeritus.
Yeah,
it's true. We got love for the big cat. We always got love.
Name off the building out in Oregon yet?
I don't think so. I think you got to leave it.
Tiger, we still won't see you wearing the T-Dub belt, though. Sorry.
And socks. He's wearing the socks still, right? They're gonna come out with Sunday red socks.
I didn't see them when I was with him.
There you go.
I gotta say though, this hoodie, I just can't take my eyes off of you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do that. Whatever.
All right, so you're going T-Dub or Tony Pina?
I'm going to go Tony.
Yeah.
I'm going Scheffler. I mean, he's just strong. He looks good. How do you bet against
Did you see him yesterday?
No. Oh, well, 10T, I did. For one swing, that was it.
I didn't see Rory. I didn't see Rory at all.
I mean, this is not like some hot take, but do you think I've never seen? So for my money, Scheffler's swing versatility has got to be the biggest I've ever seen.
Even more than Furyk? Even more?
Variability.
I understand the mechanics and finding the middle of the face.
What about Arnold? What about like Arnold?
I think Scheffler's is
crazy.
My bet is Scheffler. My heart is Rory.
Oh, I like the way you phrased that.
Yeah, I want him. I'm pulling for him. Like
I didn't see him at all yesterday.
He's changing his routine.
So he didn't show up.
He's flying in today.
Yeah.
He used to come in Monday to the practice round, do all that. He's flying in today. He's changing it up.
He played Valero in
Yeah.
Texas,
So he
which
was
is also
Finished top 5, right?
Yeah, top 5, but nowhere close to actually.
I mean, those two guys.
They went fucking crazy.
You go.
Okay. I was on Tony for a little bit. And we shout out Phenom Fresh, Elena. Like, we always get his scriptings. She's the only one that's still showing us the scriptings.
Thank you.
Which is phenomenal. We love that.
They're fun. They're killing it. So
Yeah, they were at the Nike House last night, and then they went into Delta House and stuff like that. So, really cool to see. He's rocking some good apparel. He's got that little like cloud.
He'll up in List
stuff,
Pursuit
he's
once.
Looking good.
one thing we need to talk about as well. I can't stand when people say like, "Oh, Nike stuff doesn't look good," and then it looks exactly like other people.
It looks so good.
We'll talk about it.
Well, and then for Tony on Sunday, he's rocking these Jordan 1 high camos. Did you guys see these?
No,
Yesterday? Oh,
no.
we'll bring that up. Yeah, that's like support. Part 3. We cannot talk about that. Yeah, but let's set it. Not getting there until Tuesday. I don't want to go against Rory, but because Rory and Brooks need to be right there, right? They need to be there for the game of golf. PGA versus Liv almost, right? But I think I like Brooks. I think I like Brooks this week. I don't know if his form is fully on from like as good as it was going into PGA last year, but he's like top 5 like the last 5 years. So he's like, except for the year that we saw on help that out, right? On, oh my God, I'm looking Netflix.
Yeah. Full swing.
Full swing, right? That year he missed the cut, and then that was shown. That was the year that Scotty was playing. So I like Brooks this week. Brooks. That's my pick. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I'm just gonna say Tiger because that's what I want to see.
Yep. With this, if Tiger won, this would be greater than 19, right? I think.
If he won this one, I mean,
won this
that's
one,
comeback. That's out of nowhere, coming back from the injury and all that
If he won
stuff.
this, it would be better than 19.
Yeah. I mean, I think just by virtue of how.
But I'm only asking that because in 19 we got Mock, neck, foot back, we got Red, we got him in full Nike, and that was like classic him, right? So if he wins
Oh, I'm not even thinking apparel. I'm just thinking of all.
I know. I'm just yeah.
Shock factor.
Matt, you're pick.
Every year I pick the same guy, and every year I'm kind of heartbroken. And I gotta say, like, going to see Butch Harmon now, like, you switched putters last year, like the week before, like
You're picking Ricky?
So for that reason, like, my brain tells me I can't pick him, but my heart wants Rory, right?
You gotta
And
give him respect. Anytime you go see Butch, that tells me you're serious about your game.
1,000%.
Like, I don't think he gets the credit. I don't think Butch gets the credit that he deserves. But when the player goes and sees him, it tells me you're committed to the process.
And that's where, like, you know, Nick Spears accuses me of being a Rory lover, and you know, you guys know from Release the Putter. And by the way, Monday will be April 15th. Release the Putter, tag us with your method putters. So little shout out there, and we'll do some posts there. So it's just frustrating to me because we've talked about this in the past. With he doesn't have a real caddy. Like, Gumby, you've been the most vocal about this, right? It's his buddy. His buddy's his caddy. What if he picked up a Bones? What if he picked up like a legit caddy? Would that help him, right? Okay, you go see Butch. Yeah, you go see Butch, but you saw him last week. You didn't see him 2 months ago.
No, I think
You know, we see you in full swing with your head in your lap at the end of the PGA, and now is when you go see Butch. You didn't go see Butch 4 months ago?
We don't know.
5 months ago?
We don't know for sure.
Yeah, but then why do you release it now, 2 weeks ahead of time? Like, oh, guys, I'm taking
Did
it
you see
seriously
that
now.
podcast? He's rocking all growth stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is, by the way, that is probably the first time ever on this podcast that I've been critical of Rory McIlroy. And also, I don't want to jinx Scotty Scheffler because we have that thing. Because I would say my brain's telling me Scotty, my heart is telling me Rory, and my pick is going to be Brooks Koepka.
Putting on the green jacket. Oh, goodness.
Brooksy, let's do this.
What a show.
Smash him up, buddy.
Hey, we have that giveaway to go. We're gonna give away these hats. Everything you guys had signed up. You made that reel our most successful reel that we've ever done. I think there's like 400 something comments. We're gonna do that at the 12 o'clock hour. So you got to tune back in at the 12 o'clock. Do that mainly because I got to set up the actual.
I can do the randomizer
thing,
right
but,
now.
We'll do that. At
Oh, we're
12.
past 11. Yeah, time's up.
Do it at 12.
Gotta go get
We'll do
cocktails.
two. We'll do two at 12. 2 winners at 12. All right. How about that? Lastly, just going to get these in. Remember to become a supporter of the podcast by going to patreon.com/swoosh-life-podcast. $5 a month. Get you a bunch of stuff. What did I give you today? A couple
Ton of
bag
stuff.
tags.
Ton of
Bag
stuff.
tags. We got stickers. We got hats. We got all that stuff. Danny's rocking this sweatshirt. You want a sweatshirt? Become a supporter of the podcast. Patreon.com/Swoosh-Life-Podcast. It's only $5 a month to join and become a supporter for us. That helps us immensely. And remember, go like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube. We're at 83 subscribers on YouTube. Get us to 100. Hit this by this end of this week. That'd be huge. We'll do a giveaway if we get to 100. And then follow us on Instagram. We're at 1905, 1910 followers. Get us to 2,000 by this end of this week. We'll do another giveaway. So we're giving everything away. Big stuff. Hey, thank you to Groove It Brush. Remember, come down to the Azeala House if you're in Augusta. Say, just Groove It. That's the password. You'll get one of these free Groove It minis in either pink or Azalea.
Azalea Pink.
Augusta Green, Azalea Pink. Your pick. Thank you, Groove It Brush, for helping us. All the pros are using it. And then join us on Masters.com, Masters Fantasy. Sign up. Link in our bio or search Swoosh Life Podcast. Join that. And if you guys pick the right winner and have the most points, you'll win a prize pack from us. We're giving everything away. This is our biggest pod yet. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Justin, for joining us. We appreciate it. Anything else, boys? Matt, Keith? Feeling
See you in
good.
an hour.
More members down the line here.
Yep. See you in an hour. Come back, tune in at noon.
Going to the bar.
Yeah, going to the bar. For the Swoosh Life Podcast, for Dan, Keith, Gumby, Justin, and Matt, we'll see you at noon. Bye. Make sure you follow us at the Swoosh Life Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And support us by going to patreon.com/SwooshLifePodcast or at podcasters.spotify.com. And make sure you're watching us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Swoosh Life Podcast. And always listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. Swoosh Life Podcast.
Checks over stripes, yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, that's what we like. Yeah,